Welcome to another episode here at Sentiment Streams. Today, we are happy to bring you an exciting story about a great country and her journey to becoming the next global powerhouse. But before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and like and share this video to spread the good news. Still wondering whether the country is indeed Mexico? Now, picture this. A country bursting with vibrant culture, diverse landscapes, and an economy that's hotter than a jalapeno pepper. That's right, we're talking about Mexico. Home to almost 130 million people, Mexico is not just a melting pot of cultures and traditions, but also a rising star in the global economy. From the hustle and bustle of Mexico City to the indigenous communities in Chiapas, Mexico is a beautiful tapestry of unique cultures and traditions. It's like a piñata of diversity, and it's this rich cultural mix that's one of Mexico's greatest strengths, adding a whole lot of flavor to its dynamic and resilient economy. Mexico's abundant natural resources also play a crucial role in its economic growth. The country is rich in minerals, and it's one of the top silver producers in the world. Mexico's oil and gas sector also contributes significantly to its economy, although the country has been making strides in diversifying its economy to reduce dependence on oil. This growth trend continued into the second quarter, fueled by a dynamic service sector and a resurgence in tourism. But what's driving this growth? A key factor is Mexico's commitment to economic liberalization. Over the past few decades, Mexico has opened up its economy to foreign trade and investment. Today, Mexico has free trade agreements with over 50 countries, more than any other country in the world. This openness to trade has attracted foreign investment and spurred economic growth. Another factor is Mexico's thriving manufacturing sector. Mexico is a global leader in several industries, including automotive, aerospace, and electronics. The country's strategic location, skilled workforce, and competitive costs make it an attractive destination for manufacturing. Tourism, a key driver of Mexico's economy, has been instrumental in its recovery. From the sun-soaked beaches of Cancun to the historic sites of Mexico City, the country's diverse attractions draw millions of visitors each year. Now, let's talk numbers. According to the World Bank, Mexico is flexing its muscles as one of the 15 largest economies in the world and the second largest in Latin America. That's like being the second spiciest salsa at the party. And it's not just about size, it's about strategy. Through smart economic policies and a focus on inclusive growth, Mexico is making its mark as a key player in the global economy. And what's a party without guests? Tourism is a key driver of Mexico's economy, and boy, do they know how to attract visitors. From the sun-soaked beaches of Cancun to the historic sites of Mexico City, Mexico's diverse attractions are like a magnet for millions of visitors each year. In 2022, Mexico saw a significant increase in international tourism. The country welcomed 66 million international visitors, marking a 19.3% increase from 2021, which recorded 55.3 million tourists. This is 8.2% increase from 2020, which recorded 51.1 million tourists. Out of these 66 million, 38.3 million were international tourists, which is 20.3% more than the previous year. Air travel also saw a boost, with 20.6 million international visitors arriving by air, a 46.3% increase from 2021. The airports that received the highest number of international visitors were Cancun, Mexico City, Los Cabos, Puerto Vallarta, Guadalajara, Monterrey, Cozumel, and Silao. The majority of these tourists, about 60%, came from the United States, totaling 13 million visitors, a 27% increase from 2021 and surpassing 2019's numbers by 23.7%. Canadian tourism in Mexico also saw a substantial increase of 249.4% from 2021, reaching 1.76 million, although this was still 23.8% lower than 2019's numbers. Colombia was the third largest source of tourists, with 858,840 visitors, an 88.8% increase from 2021 and a 42.5% increase from pre-pandemic levels. The airports in Cancun, Mexico City, and Los Cabos received the highest number of international tourists, totaling 15.87 million, a 46.5% increase from 2021 and an 8.2% increase from 2019. Cancun Airport received the most tourists, with 9.49 million arrivals. Hotel occupancy rates also increased, with an average occupancy rate of 56.7% across 70 tourist centers, marking a 15.5% increase from 2021. These statistics highlight Mexico's growing appeal as a tourist destination and its recovery in the tourism sector following the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, Mexico welcomed over 45 million international tourists, making it the seventh most visited country in the world in 2019. Tourism contributes over 8% to Mexico's GDP and supports millions of jobs. But like any good telenovela, there's always a plot twist. Like any journey, there are challenges along the way. Inflation remains above 4%, eroding households' purchasing power and lifting input costs for businesses. High interest rates put pressure on borrowing costs, dampening private sector credit. Inflation is a key concern for Mexico's economy. The rising cost of goods and services can erode purchasing power, particularly for low-income households. This can lead to reduced consumer spending, which can slow economic growth. High interest rates are another challenge. While they can help keep inflation in check, they can also make borrowing more expensive. This can discourage businesses from investing and expanding, which can slow economic growth. Despite these challenges, Mexico's central bank has been proactive in managing inflation and interest rates. The bank has a strong track record of maintaining monetary stability, which has helped to keep inflation relatively low and stable compared to other emerging economies. Economists are closely watching these trends, with some predicting that the central bank's key rate would be 11.25% by year-end. But despite these challenges, the outlook for Mexico's economy remains positive. Economists point to several factors that could support Mexico's economic growth in the coming years. These include the country's young and growing workforce, its strategic location next to the U.S. market, and its robust manufacturing sector. Moreover, Mexico's government has been implementing reforms to improve the business environment, attract investment, and boost productivity. These reforms, coupled with Mexico's strong economic fundamentals, suggest that the country is well positioned to become a global economic powerhouse. So, as we watch Mexico's journey to becoming a global powerhouse, one thing is clear: the rising dragon is showing no signs of slowing down. With its dynamic economy, rich cultural heritage, and strategic position in the global economy, Mexico is a country to watch in the coming years. So, there you have it. A glimpse into Mexico's journey to becoming a global economic powerhouse. As the rising dragon continues to soar, we'll be here at Sentiment Streams to bring you the latest updates. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more exciting channels. Thank you for watching.